we go. All right, so comfortable stance, let your eyes close. And bring awareness to your feet on the ground. And then let your awareness scan up the body toward the knees and unlock your knees. Keep moving the awareness up the body to the lower belly. Soften your belly. Release any clenching there. And you might place your hands below the navel. And then keep scanning. Move your attention up through the rib cage, heart, neck, and just feel the alignment of your spine, your head and neck. Shoulders relaxed and down. Soften any furrowing at the brow, any tension in the face. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with a big sigh. Big breath in. And again, let it go with a sigh. And one more. And just bring your hands up to your heart. And a subtle little tuck of your chin as though you're gazing toward your heart. Keeping the neck long though. Shoulders relaxed. And the metta for today. Today I release all unimportant things. Today I release all unimportant things. Today I release all that is unimportant. We'll let your hands come down. And as your eyes flutter open, reach the arms out and up, inhaling, palms come together overhead, and then slowly bring your hands back to heart center. We'll do that again. Arms reach out and up. Nice big breath in. Palms together, exhale, hands float back to your heart. Still soft around the knees, soft in the belly. Inhale, reach up. This time we're going to interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, step the feet a little closer together. Root down into your feet as you reach and stretch up. Try to press the heels of your hands together. Relax your neck, give your head a little nod, stretch up, and then we'll come up and over side to side a few times just to warm up the side body, so not coming to your deepest stretch right away. Just easing into it. The next time you come up and over to the right, stay. Feel your feet again. Root down through both feet. Roll the left side of your chest open toward the sky, but keep the right side body long as well. Soften the jaw. Lengthen with each inhalation, and as you exhale, deepen into the stretch. Last breath here. On an inhalation, gently come through center. Stretch up. Again, soften the neck. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, up and over to the left. And stay. Feel both feet evenly pressing into the ground. Right hip reaches out to the right a little as you stretch up and over to the left, rolling the right side of your chest open. Check that you're breathing. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. See if there's room to stretch a little deeper at the end, and then on your inhalation, come gently up through center. Good, so you can keep your arms as they are, lift through the heart, and then maybe look up if it feels okay for your neck. If you're okay there and your back is feeling okay today, keep the heart lifted, press the hips forward, and then come into a little bit of a back bend. Trace a line with your fingertips up and back. keep lifting through the heart. Inhale, exhale, and as you inhale, come through center. Again, we're going to keep our arms like this as we bend the knees and fold forward. Knees together, big toes touching, hinging forward as long as you can with the hands together, and then just bring your fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, or hands of course can be on the shins, and then bend the knees. Exhale, fold. You can step your feet apart, and maybe with hands on the floor, just pedal your feet a few times. Bend one knee and then the other. Good, and then root down through both feet. Take a hold of the opposite forearms. Give your head a nod, release your head, and then just let your arms swing forward and back. Let them be really heavy, so it's just momentum, swinging arms, and let that sense of release ripple up your whole torso. So the legs are stable, lower body stable, upper body can be a bit freer, looser. Stay for one more breath, and then release your arms, press into your feet, slowly roll up. If coming up that way is comfortable for you. Finally, your head comes up, and then roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Step the feet together again. And then as you sit down into the chair, reach your arms up alongside the ears, palms face each other. Have a look, make sure you can see your toes beyond your knees, and then lift your gaze, lift your heart as you lower the hips. See if you can lower a little bit more. Inhale, and as you exhale, press into your feet, come up to standing, bring the hands to the heart. Good. So you can keep your hands at your heart, gaze at a point straight ahead. We're going to do this elevator movement here. So having a point to gaze at, or you may want a chair near you or a wall if you feel like you need some support for balance. So once you feel stable enough, lift up the heels, and then we're going to keep the knees pressing together and slowly lower down, maybe just a foot or so, and then press back into your feet, come up and lower the heels, and then we'll repeat. So maybe coming a little lower each time, maybe not, totally up to you, but try to keep your body straight up and down. Inhale to come up and release in between rounds. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale to come up. Lower your heels, brief rest, and then last round. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale as you lower, keep the knees pressing toward each other. Steady gaze. Come a little lower. You can always bring hands to the floor to support you, and then let's come back up and release. And just step your feet apart, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Root down into your feet, sweep the arms out and up. Turn the palms away, and as you exhale, bring your hands down and behind you. Find an interlace or opposite forearms. And if you have an interlace, stretch the arms away from the body. Lift through the heart, but knit your lower ribs in so your core is engaged. Lift through the heart, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, and slowly fold forward. Extended shoulder stretch, stretching the arms away from the body. Give your head a little nod. Feel your feet. Press down into the 4 corners of your feet, and as a little added challenge here, optional, you can lift all 10 toes off the ground. Keep reaching the arms away from the body. Breathe.
And then release your arms to the floor, arms heavy, push into your feet, toes on the ground. Slowly roll up again, one vertebra at a time. And once you're all the way up, head comes back to center, roll your shoulders up, back and down, and bring the palms of your hands together. Nice, so we're going to step back for triangle. So root down into the right leg and float the left knee up. So starting with this bit of a balance posture here. And then we're going to take a big step back with that left foot, anchor it down. You're on one ski here, so your feet in line with each other, and about a leg length apart. Doesn't have to be quite as long as for warrior, for triangle. And then arms open up to the long end of your mat, and we're gazing over the right fingertips. Right toes are facing the short, or the top of your mat, short end. Inhale, lift through the heart. As you exhale, hinge from your hips. When you can't hinge anymore, move the arms. Back of the right hand to the right shin. And then left arm toward the sky, opening up across the chest here. If it feels okay for your neck, turn and gaze beyond your left thumb. Pressing both legs straight. Pressing down into the four corners of each foot. Feel your lower body stable. And then really lengthen the spine. Feel the right side body remains long. Soften the jaw. Inhale, as you exhale, turn and gaze down. Bend the right knee a little and then float your left hand to the floor inside the right leg. And then bring both hands to frame the right foot. And you can step your left foot out to the left a little bit, so the heels would align. And then rotate the right hip back. We're coming into pyramid here, so we're squaring the shoulders and the hips to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, hips back, heart and crown reach forward. And then as you exhale, gently fold over the leg, keeping that length in your spine. You can walk your hands back toward the back foot. And then pull, finger turn away from you. Pull by pressing your fingertips into the floor, and as though you could pull the floor toward you. Release your head, breathe into your belly. Good, last breath here. And then lift your gaze, look just toward your right foot, walk your fingertips either side of the right foot. We're going to keep the left hand on the floor, right hand to your lower back, and just try to bring that into more of a tabletop shape. You can bring the left foot out to the left a little bit more, so now you're in two separate skis, a little bit easier. And then we're just going to come into a partial rotated triangle. So you're turning and lifting the right shoulder up toward the sky. You can bring your left hand, back of the hand, to the outside of your right shin. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Revolved triangle. If you like, you can release the right arm toward the sky. Really root down into both feet. And then bring your hand to your back, look toward the floor. Place your hands on the floor, bend the front knee and step forward. Halfway lift, inhaling. And exhale, fold. Just having a rest here, or you can come up to standing for a rest. And then let's come up, halfway lift, hands to your hips, and then exhale, come up with a long spine. Nice, bringing your hands to your heart, letting your eyes close and just feel what's happening in your body.
Nice. And open your eyes. We're going to switch sides. So root down through the left leg. Start to float the right knee up. And then stepping back, big step, preparing for triangle. So almost a leg length. Check that your feet are in that one ski. Then open the arms wide, gazing beyond your left fingertips. Inhale, lift through the heart and the chest. As you exhale, hinge from your hips. When you can't hinge anymore, just move the arms. Rolling the right side of your chest open toward the sky. Rolling the right hip open toward the sky. Breathe here. Choose your drishti point. The point where you focus your gaze. Good. Root down through both feet. Take one more breath. As you exhale, turn and gaze down toward your foot. Float your right hand to the floor and then place your left hand on the other side of your foot. Take a step slightly forward into the right. Square your hips, so right hip rolls forward, left hip back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold over that front leg. Walk your hands back. Fingers turn away. Pyramid here, pressing both legs towards straight. Release the crown of your head to the floor. And breathing into your belly. You can even tuck your chin, create a little constriction in the throat, and breathe into that. In through that constriction. Stimulates the parasympathetic, the thyroid gland. Good, last breath. And then walk your hands back to frame the front foot. Root down into the right hand. Take your left hand to the lower back. And then we're going to slowly twist from there. So if you want to keep your hand on the floor or on a block, you can do that. Or you can bring the back of the right hand to the outside of your left shin. Lengthen the spine. And then slowly start to twist from your waist, so coming into revolved or reverse triangle. Maybe releasing that left hand, reaching it toward the sky, really strongly rooting through both legs. One more breath here. And then turn and gaze down, release your hands to the floor. And step forward, plant your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, exhale, fold. And then just heel toe your feet so that you can come down through our favorite squat, wide leg squat. Take a few breaths here. Arms can be any position you like. You can also be on the ground in butterfly. Whatever, if you're bringing your hands to your heart, just really open across the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back. Back of the neck long, jaw soft. And then hands come to the floor, supporting yourself as you come to sit down. Good, so let's bring the soles of the feet together here and rock side to side to get onto the top of the sit bones. Sit nice and tall. And either staying upright or you can hinge forward, fold over the legs, let your head go if that feels good. Taking 5 breaths here. Good. Last breath. With your head heavy, slowly roll up. Slide your hands to the backs of the knees, draw the knees up. And with your feet on the ground, just slowly start to put less and less weight on the feet. So you're up on the tips of the toes. You can hold the backs of your thighs. Lengthen the spine, broad across the chest. And then we're just going to float the lower legs up for boat pose. Gaze can come up toward point on the wall or corner of the ceiling. You can release your arms if you like. Nice. Big breath in. Bring your feet to the floor. Wrap your arms around your legs. Breathe into your back body. And then slowly start to roll down onto the floor, using some core strength to come down. So feet can stay planted on the ground. Keep breathing as you go. And once you're all the way down, you can draw your knees toward your chest, rock a little bit side to side. And we'll come into supine twists, so bringing your feet to the floor, opening your arms into T shape or cactus arms, knees toward your chest, and then let the legs fall to the right. Legs heavy, you might gaze toward the left elbow or hand, and then let your eyes close. Snuggling shoulder blades toward each other and letting them rest fully toward the ground. Breathing from the belly. Breath smooth and soft. Take 2 more breaths on this side. Breathing in, let it go with a big sigh. And then slowly come onto your back. Take a breath, readjust your arms, and then knees toward your chest, legs fall to the left side. Wriggle the shoulder blades toward the floor, gazing toward your right elbow or hand. Big breath into your belly and let it go and just settle in here. You can slow your breath down to 5 or 6 second count. Feel all the muscles of your face soften, especially as you exhale, everything softening, releasing. Last 3 breaths here. Breathing into the belly, filling up belly, chest, rib cage. Let it all go. And then you can just roll all the way onto your left side and gather your bolster or block for an inversion here, supported legs up, or you can come to a wall if you prefer. If you're in the middle of the room, you can just slide the bolster under your sacrum. This favorite inversion, arms in cactus, and then legs just floating up toward the sky. Just feel once you're there, once you're set up, feel your body that's in contact with the ground, releasing into that support. Let your eyes close and soften where you can, release into the support of gravity. Breath smooth and soft. Slow and steady. Taking a few last breaths here. Of course, feel free to stay longer if you prefer. Otherwise, setting up in Shavasana or maybe seated meditation. Today, I let go of all that is unimportant. Today, I release all that's unimportant. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Om Shanti Shanti. See you tomorrow morning.